Paper Things by Jennifer Richard Jacobson, Chapter 8, Price Tags. So how is it being a patrol leader? I ask Sasha when I meet up with her after school. What I don't say is Miss Finch caught me in the computer lab and I think I might be in serious trouble, or Daniel turned in my bibliography and really saved my behind. But I think the only person he did is because he feels sorry for me. The best part is getting out of school early, she says. And the kinders, I prompt, smiling at the nickname. Yeah, they're okay, Sasha says, but she doesn't sound as excited as she did yesterday. I wait for her to tell me what's changed, but she remains quiet. Oh, I almost forgot. I stop and pull 2 math sheets out of my backpack. I hand one to Sasha and slip the other one down between my Paper Things folder and my science journal. She moans. Fractions and decimals again? Want some help? Please? I don't get them, she says, especially their relationship. Why don't I spend the night tomorrow and I can help you then? I suggest, hoping my voice sounds natural, casual. It's easier to engage when I stay with Sasha. He can get into Lighthouse without Wes sneaking him in, and his friends don't seem to mind as much when it's just him crashing at their place. Maybe he and Chloe can even have a date night. She pauses, or we could stay at Jana's. My stomach lurches. I thought you didn't like it at Jana's that much, I say, hoping it sounds like the logical reason for Nida inviting her over for months. She rents the best movies, Sasha says. 48-hour rule, I say, sighing with what I hope sounds like regret. I always used to hate this rule of Jana's, that she needed at least 48 hours notice before a guest came over, but now I'm grateful for it. Sasha sighs too, though hers sounds less regretful and more frustrated. I'll ask my mother if you can come over again tomorrow night. Great, I say, trying to ignore the emphasis. Call tonight after you ask, she says. Okay, I say, hoping she won't wonder why I'm calling on Gage's phone again. Even though I know that Sasha is a little bit resentful about having to ask her mother if I could stay over again. All I can think of at this moment is an extra twin bed in her room with a puffy comforter and clean, crisp sheets. Heaven. As I cross the road to Head Start, I see the airplane man from the soup kitchen sitting against a brick apartment building. He's got his arms wrapped around his dog, his chin resting on its head. The dog lifts its head and wags its tail as I come closer. If Jana, the queen of rules, as Gage likes to say, were with me, she'd pull me away and remind me never to speak to strangers. Rule number 72. But I've seen this man lots of times at the soup kitchen, so he's no longer a stranger to me. Besides, the dog is looking at me with its big brown eyes, and all I can think about is Leroy, our old terrier. May I pet him? My voice wobbles a little. I've never spoken to the airplane man before, not even asked for a plane. Guess I felt that I should have outgrown them, the way I probably should have outgrown my Paper Things by now. He nods, and I reach down and touch the soft brown fur between the dog's ears. The dog reaches its nose out and nudges the palm of my hand as if to say, more. What's his name, I ask. Her name's Amelia. Amelia smells funky, like Leroy used to when he went too long between baths. But I move my hand all the way down her back just the same. Poor girl hasn't eaten today, he says, rubbing his hand up and down his beard like his chin itches. How come? Some days, food's just a little harder to come by, Amelia rolls over to show us her tummy. She's loving the pets. The soup kitchen doesn't allow dogs, right? I ask. He nods, looking at me more closely now, like he's trying to place me. Right, but even if they did, dogs need food that's made for a dog, he says, or eventually they get sick. Poor Amelia. I reach into my coat pocket and touch the coins I've collected today. They're more than just found money. They're my way of showing Gage that I can help. But then I look at Amelia's eyes, and I swear my stomach does a flip-flop. Here, I say, holding out the 14 cents. I know it's not much, but if you keep looking, you might find enough to buy a can of dog food. A can of Alpo only costs 52 cents at Walmart. I know because I was cutting cans and boxes out of the mailer last week to tuck behind my paper cabinets. You seem to know a lot of things, he says. What's your name? Ari, short for Ariana. Thanks, Ari, but I can't take your money. It's okay, I say. I'll feel better if I know Amelia isn't hungry. You're a good kid, he says, and lets me drop the coins into his palm. Just then I hear my name called from across the street. It's Carol at Head Start, and she's holding the door open for me. I better go, I say, giving Amelia one last pat. Next time I see you, Ariana, he says, I'll have an airplane with your name on it. As I stand on the edge of the sidewalk, waiting for a break in the traffic, I place my hand in my empty pocket. It's okay, I tell myself. I'll search for pennies for twice as long tomorrow. Do you know him? Carol asks as I pass through the door. But before I've had a chance to answer, she asks if I wouldn't mind putting up a bulletin board in the front hall. She explains that she'd like me to staple up yellow construction paper with a lime green wavy border all around the edges, and purple letters that say, Welcome Spring. The board is so high, so I have to stand on a small step stool to reach. It's actually kind of fun. I feel like one of the teachers today instead of one of the kids. Carol goes back inside the classroom and Fran pops out. What do you think of these? Fran says, carrying out some artwork that the kids just finished. She's holding Pussy Willow pictures made from brown paint blown through a straw with little pieces of cotton ball glued on it. Oh, I say, climbing down from the stool and touching one of the little fuzzy balls with my finger, and then my eyes sting with tears the way they do at the most ridiculous times. Think of spring sunshine. Think of petting Amelia. Think of anything but pussy willows. But it doesn't work. A tear rolls down my cheek. My mom made these with me, I explained to Fran, who was bending toward me, her eyes searching, trying to see into the secrets of me. But she doesn't hug me the way Carol would. Maybe you would like to come inside and make a picture then, she says. That's okay, I say, sniffling and smiling to show that things really are okay. Do you want me to put these on the board? She nods, but start with the drier ones, she says, or else we'll have brown paint and glue dripping all over your yellow paper. I staple one of the Pussy Willow pictures to the board and wonder what Mama would say about all the lying I seem to be doing lately. Because the truth is, she never made Pussy Willow pictures with me. Not ever. Jana did. Jana used to do all kinds of crafts with us. She would spread a plastic tablecloth on the dining room table and line up all the art supplies. Then she'd instruct us, like a teacher, on what to do first and what to do second. I was always happy sitting in my chair, wearing one of her old shirts for a smock, following her instructions. Now take a teaspoon of brown paint and place it on your blue paper near the center. Not that much, Gage. Less! Less! I take my straw and gently blow through the paint into a long, graceful stalk. Gage would blow too hard, causing the paint to run off the paper and onto the tablecloth. Gage, stop it! Janet would shout. Go grab a sponge and clean up your mess. Why does everything always have to be your way? He'd ask. Because I'm the grown-up, Janet would say. Well, when I'm older, I'm only going to do the stuff I want to do, Gage would invariably encounter. Not while you're living under my roof, Janet would say, and then Gage would stomp off, forgetting all about the sponge and leaving Jana to pick up his mess. After a while, Jana gave up craft time. Gage didn't want to come to the table, and I didn't want to do anything without Gage. I think about pussy willows, how little fuzzy pearls bloom from sturdy, straight sticks, how they burst open just when you've had way too much winter, promising spring. I look down at the artwork and spread on the floor. Some pictures look like pussy willows against a blue sky. Some look like poodles rolling in a mud puddle. Here, Ari, it's Omar. He's standing in the hall next to Carol, holding out a newly painted pussy willow picture. I made this one for you. It's messy. The paint is streaming in unexpected directions, and the cotton balls are gloppy with glue. I love it, I tell him, and I do.